So I just wanted to use this comment to kind of update everybody and kind of explain the timeline of when all this happened and what's happening now, because I know some people were confused. To start with, there is a GoFundMe in my bio. It is specifically for legal fees for my lawyer. I do have a lawyer. I know some people have asked that, but I do have one. It's just I don't know if he's expensive compared to other lawyers. I don't have much experience with that. What I can say is he is a lot more expensive than I thought lawyers would be. But you also have to factor in, like, I'm paying for a lot of things I wasn't used to paying for. We lived on a military base, so I had never had to pay rent or utilities. So it's been a lot, but I am able to cover that. I want to be fully transparent with everybody, so just so everybody knows, once my husband was convicted of the CP charges, I was given a program called Transitional Compensation for Abused Dependents. That program pays me a certain allotment each month, which is meant to help me get me on my feet. I get that for 3 years. And I started getting that last year, so I have 2 more years of that, and it helps a lot. It's helped me, pay bills. It's helped me buy food. It's helped me clothe my children. It's helped me have a house. So it helps quite a bit. But we also have a disabled child, and my son's medical fees have they've gone up by a lot. And that is why I originally created that GoFundMe, was just, I can't afford my son's medical fees and a lawyer at the same time. And I'm very lucky that my family has been willing to help me, but I hate asking them to do that. But I don't want anybody to feel obligated to it. It is there. As for the timeline, all of this occurred in May 2022. That is when I caught my husband with the CP. That is when I reported him. That is when the investigation happened. And by November of 2022, he had been sentenced to 24 months in a military brig. He has since served that time because he got to count almost 200 days as already served. He's already out. In November, he was released from the brig. He had appealed, and he had not won his appeal, but they had decided to go ahead and release him and start the discharge process because he's being dishonorably discharged. I think, last week, I heard that his discharge process had been completed. So, to be honest, I'm not really sure where he is. But I do want everybody to know that I moved very far away after his court-martial was done. So me and my children are not in the same state. We're not in California. We're also not in Arkansas. That's just my home state. But we are safe. The reason our custody is being readdressed is because my divorce hearing is finally here. And in the state of California, because they retain jurisdiction of my children based upon the fact they already have a custody order in California for them, and my husband was still located in California. When you get divorced in California, if you have a custody order, it's going to get revisited during that divorce hearing. So we have to revisit it. This is his chance to try and get it modified. I am hoping and praying that the judge will say absolutely not, because the current order is he has 0 visitation rights and I have full custody. So he has no access to the children through this custody order, and I'm really hoping they keep it that way. The kids have done so well in the last few years. 2 of my kids that were completely nonverbal when I left are now speaking. We've had them my son is in therapy. He has a lot of emotional dysregulation, which is pretty common in kids who have witnessed a lot of trauma, who have been through a lot of trauma. And it makes me scared that if they saw him, all that progress would just go away. My daughter is very afraid of her dad. Her and my 5-year-old son are the only 2 who remember him. My 2-year-old, he was 6 months at the time that my husband was arrested, And prior to his arrest, he'd been on a very long field op. So he was a baby. He has no recollection of him. My oldest son is severely disabled, and cognitively, I don't think he quite remembers him. He might a little bit, but he's also completely nonverbal, so I'm not exactly sure on that. But anyway, that is the update for all of you for right now. When our court case happens, I will update everybody. That's in less than 2 weeks. But right now, I don't have much more to update because nothing's happened yet. But thank you guys for watching my video and for hearing my story. I really do appreciate that. Thank you.